What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you guys my soccer cleat / football boot collection. Just to keep showing you guys different things that I haven't shown you guys before. As you guys know, I play soccer, so being a shoe collector, that kind of carried over into cleats. So first off, I have a pair of Predator Absolute. These are from like '06, and I bought them and had them painted gold to look like Zidane's pair from the '06 World Cup. I played in them and the paint started to chip off, but I'm still happy to have them, so this is kind of cool. Next we have the first Predator LZ, the Lethal Zones. I ran these into the ground. One of these studs somewhere is missing. I guess not, but they're really worn down, and as you can see, they're looking kind of crunchy. But it's kind of cool to see how it evolved from something like this to this. Completely different, but yeah. Next we have the current Predator, the Predator Instinct, and this is probably my favorite current shoe to play in. I just find that it's really comfortable, it's sturdy, it's got everything I like about a shoe in it. The only thing is that it is kind of heavy. That's the only thing I'm not super thrilled with, I guess. But let's get into some more stuff. We have the first Nitro charge in the first colorway. That's one thing I always kind of try to do, is pick up the launch colorway of the shoes, although I've kind of strayed from that recently. But I really like these. These don't look beat up, but I definitely put in a lot of time in those. And we have the current Nitro charge. I did not pick up a launch colorway in these because this colorway was so much better. So I have these. I really, really like playing in those. Next we have some of the first cleats I picked up when I restarted playing seriously again. This was maybe 2010. So the Laser 3. These are really heavy as compared to everything else I own, but I like these a lot. And I don't think I ever scored in these in a game, but they started to give me blisters, so I kind of strayed from playing in those. And we have the Laser 4. I bought these not too long after buying the Laser 3, but I was at an outlet in Florida and I found these for like $50, so I went ahead and picked them up. I like playing in these too, but again, I've trashed, most of my cleats have been trashed, so that's kind of why I have so many. I'm really, really rough on them. But next we have the Hypervenom Phantom. When these first came out, I could not wait to get my hands on these, and when I finally did, I was really, really happy. I busted through the front of one of them, so every time I wear them, like, my toe rubs up against this and it gives me really bad blisters. But I really, really love playing in this shoe. Here's a more current one, the current AddiPure 11 Pro. There, that's the branding. Right around my birthday, Adidas had sent me a coupon for money off. So, and they had these listed on the ID equivalent, like the My Adidas, I think it's called, for less than the retail version of this. So I went ahead and they made a mistake, so I went ahead and used my coupon code, and I got these for like $140. The theme I kind of put into it was, my mom's from Colombia, so I made the Colombian flag out of that. And my dad's from Spain, so I put the Spanish flag on there and I put their initials on there. Me and my dad and my brother have the same initials, so kind of cool, and then my mom's initials. So that's just kind of a random one I made. I haven't really played in these a lot. I've practiced in them a few times, and I played half a game in them before I got injured. So not a whole lot of time in that. We'll get into some of my least favorite cleats, the Vapor 9 in the Cristiano Ronaldo colorway. It says CR7 back here. This galaxy print. For some reason, I hate this shoe. Like, it gives me terrible blisters and stud pressure up here, and I liked it the first time I wore it, but after that, I couldn't get over it, and yeah, I'm just not a super huge fan of the Vapor 9. But moving in, we have the Vapor 10, also in the CR7 colorway. It had like a glittery effect at one point, but I've worn these down quite a bit. These are so much better than the 9. They're a lot more comfortable, and it's cool that it's just one whole piece. Like, it doesn't have a tongue, it's all one piece. It's kind of hard to put on, but I enjoy playing in them. Next we have the Magista Obra with the Flyknit. I love this shoe. I love playing in it. It's really comfortable. It's pretty light for what it is. Nike really did a really good job with these. On that same token, we have the Superfly 4. Has a carbon fiber bottom and the Flyknit upper. I really like these as well. The only problem is I busted one of the seams on the inside playing, so every time I wear them I get a blister right around here. So I'm not thrilled with that, but that's not the shoe's fault. Another one of my least favorites. I bought these because I thought it was kind of cool that Kith did a collaboration with a soccer cleat, and I hate this shoe. That's why it's so trashed. I haven't given it any care at all. I've played it in a few times, and I've actually scored in it quite a bit, but I hate this shoe. Another Evo Speed is the Marco Reus Evo Speed. The cool thing about these, they're sample tagged, and I think they released 400 pairs. Marco Reus is currently one of my favorite players, so that's why I picked these up. But these also give me blisters back here, so I don't play in them a lot. I practiced in them once and played in them once, but it's just more of a cool thing to have. This is the only non-Nike Adidas Puma shoe I have, the Mizuno Wave Ignitus 3. I picked these up literally just because they were purple. But I really like playing in these. They're really comfortable, and they were a little stiff at first, but I've broken them in, and they're pretty nice now. I like these. Have the Tiempo Legend 5. These were another one that were kind of stiff at first, and I regretted buying them until I started wearing them more, and then they're like perfect. Last time I wore these, though, I got a red card in my game because I kind of went off on the ref, but that's a story for another time. On the same Tiempo Legend 5, I have the Francesco Totti Tiempo Legend 5 that just released. It's limited to 3,000, and I have number 394. This one has the fold over tongue, and the leather on this is stupid soft, so can't wait to play in those. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Then we have, this was one of my favorite shoes for a long time. When it came out, like whenever this shoe came out, the AddiZero for last year, I didn't play in anything else except this shoe because I loved it so much. This is amazing to me. This shoe was the best shoe of last year. Actually, this was the best shoe of last year. Also the AddiZero for last year, but in the Y3 Yamamoto colorway, where they're both different and like half of it's mechanical and half of it's a dragon. I love this shoe. Last time I played in these, well, no, I played in these on my birthday and I scored, and I think the first time I played in these, I scored a hat trick, and I scored off of a corner kick. Like I kicked the ball into the goal, so I was kind of happy from that. The current AddiZero, as you can see, I've branded most of my shoes. I got my friend Dank Customs to help me out with that. But the current AddiZero, I'm not super thrilled with yet. I've only played a few times in it, but it had a lot to live up to with this one, and it's a little heavier, which isn't a big deal. But I mean, I'm still not completely used to the fit and how it feels and everything, so I'm still iffy on that one. This is one I really looked forward to, the Crazy Light AddiZero last year, and it ended up being a huge disappointment. For the retail price, which was really high, it's really light, which is amazing, but wearing these once, I completely separated them. Like, it was a waste of money, honestly. It's cool to have, but waste of money. And then finally, last two, we have the first EvoPower. This was a really cool shoe when it came out. I played in these quite a bit as well. The only problem I had was that the studs wore down super quick. But kicking in these is a blast. I like to just put as much power into it as I can sometimes, and these are really comfortable for that. Like it just feels good to hit the ball hard in those. And lastly, the Mario Balotelli version of the EvoPower. There's a whole bunch of differences between this and this, but that's for a whole another video if you guys care to see that. This is another one that is sample tagged, because this one and the Marco Reus Evo Speed are the exact versions that the players wear on field. So these are also sample tagged, and I believe they released 400 of these also. So hope you guys enjoyed. Just something I figured a little different since